Hello beauties, welcome back to your Pilates session. This session is aimed at those of you who are getting started with resistance training or weights training. It's a really nice way to start building on foundational strength, and over time you're going to be able to increase the weights as your form and as your strength improves as well. So this is a short, sharp workout, and come along, feel into the exercises. If something's hurting, leave it out. Really hone into my cues, because that's going to make all the difference in terms of where you're going to feel the muscle activation. So you could start with a can of beans from your pantry, or you might have a 1 or 2 kg weight, hand weight. I've got heavier options there as well, but we're going to start in this shape here, and have your weights on the ready, either side of the body. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthen through the crown of the head, and just begin with some really easy spinal curls. So you're going to round your spine, curling your tail under, just sliding your ribs down toward your pubic bone. Keep holding behind the knees, take an inhale, and as you exhale, lead with the crown of the head to travel you forward, and then restack up to tall. You'll continue doing that. We're doing 6 of these. You can either keep holding behind the legs as you move, or arms reaching out without the weights or with the weights. And if you're holding the weights, just ensure that you're keeping the shoulder blades drawing back and down, so you're not hunching up through the shoulders. Aiming the lower back toward the floor, and then curling and rounding to restack. And we'll do another one here. Starting to work into the arms if you've added in the weights, and then rest at the top. This time I want you to bring your arms together, or the weights together. Have your fingertips touching your sternum, and from here we're going to rotate to the left and come back through center. Rotate to the right and through center. Now you're either going to stay here, staying tall and lifted, watching that the legs aren't rotating with you, or you're going to roll back. You're going to exhale to twist, inhale, open arms, close the arms, and come to center. Exhale, twist, open arms, close the arms, and back to center. Keep that going. So whatever version you choose, you'll be either with or without weights. And let's do 2 more to each side. Keeping those legs nice and still is the key. Otherwise, we're going to start to create a little bit of tension through the lower back if the pelvis is moving around with you. Keep that tailbone tucked right underneath. Come back through center, curl forward and up. Bring the feet into a diamond shape, or the legs into a diamond shape. You can be elevated here. You could have your buttocks just sitting up on a block, or a couple of cushions, or in a step. I want to find this place where, and you could use the wall as well here if you like. I want to find this place where the elbows could be up in line with the shoulders. And then just see again if you could slide your shoulder blades down toward your back pockets. From here I'm going to try and slide the arms straight up, adjusting the backs of my hands toward the wall, and then straight back down again. Exhale, up we go. Now as I create that movement, my goal is to try to keep my back against the wall, which can be pretty tricky, especially if you're tight through the front of the chest and shoulders. And by doing that, or by creating that stickiness of the back against the wall, you really want to focus on your ribs funneling down, okay? If my ribs were flaring out, my back is going to come off. So there's a fair amount of core work involved in this, as well as arms. Watch the shoulders aren't creeping up around those ears. And really draw that navel in, grow a little taller through the crown of the head. 2 more here. And last one. Brilliant. From here, a little bit of hip mobility. You can go side on to your mat. Take the legs out wide. You can have the weights on the ready here. The hands are going to be just beside you to begin. Wide angle bend at the knees, and I'm just going to rotate by rolling my knees to the right, and my torso is going to follow. And then come back through the center, rotate to the other side, and my torso will follow. So you can use the hands to support you. Play around with where your foot placement is. What we're doing is we're creating mobility through the hips. Now, if that all feels okay, you're going to go hands-free. And eventually, you might find that you're going to start scooting forward with each repetition. So this is really important for hip health, maintaining that flexibility and that mobility. And you could pause the video and stay here and hang out here for a minute or two. Otherwise, we're going to move on from here. But a really nice one to practice, you guys. All right, from here, let's transition onto hands and knees. With or without your weight, okay? With or without your weight. So we're taking the weight in hand. The legs are beneath, or the knees are beneath the hips. The spine is long. And all I'm going to do is reach my arm and my leg, my opposite leg, in opposite directions. And then I'm going to pull my elbow back and my knee forward towards the elbow, trying to touch the elbow. And then I'm going to reach and push the arm forward, lifting the leg, scooping the belly, and then pulling back. And lengthen. So for those of you that want to add to this, we're going to add a bit of spinal movement. You're going to round your spine as you pull the knee forward to the elbow, and then lengthen the spine out. Round the spine and lengthen, and really push the floor away with the hand, with the knee and the top of foot. And now we're going to hold in this shape. Hold, scoop the belly, keep aiming the elbow up and the weight beside that hip. Pull the knee in a little closer toward the elbow, pointing through the toes. Breathe into it. And then on your next exhale, let's extend and lengthen. Hold here, push into the back heel, and we're pulsing up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it in. Nice. Swap sides. So from here, I'm trying to press into the base of my index finger knuckle. My fingertips are wide. And really pushing the floor away with that support, foot and knee. So extend arm and leg out. Let's keep a flat back for now. Elbow comes back, weight to hip. And lengthen. Elbow comes back, weight to hip. So as the knee comes forward, I need to draw my abdominals up and in toward my spine. Then we add in the rounding. So knee comes forward, elbow back, and lengthen out. Knee forward, elbow back, scoop the belly, and lengthen out. Keep pressing away with the knee, top of foot. And then this time, as the knee comes forward, elbow back, hold that shape. Stay scooped, stay curled, stay rounded. Breathe. See if you can pull the knee up a little closer toward the elbow, the inner eye of the elbow. And on your next exhale, extend out, hold here, flex your back foot, and we're pulsing up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on in. Tuck your toes. You can either come back into a child's pose position or
press up into your inverted V, downward dog shape, and just pedal out. Pedal out through the ankles. Create space around the ears. And then I'm going to get you to ripple your body forward into a plank position or with knees down. So from whatever shape you're in, scoop your tummy. You're going to round your spine as you step your right foot. Let's do right foot forward. So step that right foot forward, hold that shape. Now, if that's too intense, bring the back knee down. We're going to transition from here, grabbing hold of weights if they're available, or you can do this without weights. Make sure that when you come up, you've pressed the hips forward, so we're finding that range, we're finding that mobility in through the hips. Tummy's drawing in, and I want to feel the stretch through the front of the thigh. From here, weights are optional. We're going to extend the arms and have your palms facing one another. Slowly begin to arc your spine back, but keep your hips pressing forward. The weight of the weights is going to assist you here, but it's also going to make you have to work a little harder to maintain that control. And then from here, we're going to bring the body weight forward, sweep the arms back, and hold this shape. I'm going to pulse through my arms, holding that shape, or the back leg comes off as I hold that shape. Pulsing, breathing, keep lengthening through the crown of the head, push into that back heel. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the elbows, come up into standing. So transition however works. Now I'm going to tap my knee to the floor, arms come up, weights will touch. And back down. Arms up, knee will tap, and back down. So we're doing 6 of these. Keep tucking the tailbone right underneath you. And now we hold here. Press the weights together and we pulse for 8 and 7. Tuck the tail. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knee, lower the weights. And then just a little hamstring stretch. Uncurl those back toes and sit back. Draw all 5 toes back toward the crown of your head. Let your gaze drop and look back toward the back edge of your mat. Find your breath. Nearly there, guys. And then gently ease forward. Both hands down. We're going to transition from here, tucking those toes, picking that back leg up. You can either go fingertip touch or hands flat on the floor, and either pressing back into your downward dog or your child's pose, whatever you choose. And just breathing here. Letting the jaw, the neck, the face soften, shoulders soften. And then we're going to ripple forward. Ripple forward into either full plank or with knees down. From here I'm going to scoot my belly, lift my waist, take my left leg forward, or the opposite leg forward. I know it looks opposite on the screen. Now, I want to find that lunge. I want to find that lunge shape where I've pressed my hip forward, my tummy's drawing in. You can either be there with knee down or the toes tucked to really work into that stretch and shape. From there, we lower the knee, we grab the weights, and we keep the hips forward, I'm actively pushing into this front heel, so my glute is a little active. My arms are coming up, palms are facing one another, and from here, I'm slowly going to arc my spine back. Now watch your control here. Your back foot can either be tucked or untucked, just whatever works for you. Nice and smooth and controlled. Now from there, we slowly shift the weight forward as we bend the elbows. From there, we create this diagonal line with the torso in line with that back leg, and we pulse those arms. Nearly forgot this bit. Cannot leave this out. And we're smiling and we're pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, I ease up. Ease up. You will transition from here into those standing lunge squats, however works best for you. I'm going to press into my front heel. Back toes are tucked. I come up. Readjust if you need to. Now from there, I tap my back knee. The weights go overhead and they touch. And up. Tap and up. Keep your elbows back in line with the shoulders. And just make sure that your front knee isn't overshooting your heel. It has to stay above the heel. Forget if we did pulses or not on this one. Last 2. And final 1. And bring it all the way down. Wonderful, weights come down. And from there, we're going to sit it back. So find that hamstring stretch. Nodding that chin into the chest. Pulling the toes back toward you. Easy breaths in, full breaths out. Release through the shoulders. And then gently come forward. Both hands are either side of that front foot. Tuck the back toes behind you. Lift that back knee. And then we're just going to extend the leg back. Find your inverted V shape. Letting the head hang one more time. This next part is optional and I'm going to give you variations, okay? You're either going to cross your right ankle above the left knee here and walk the hands back, finding a wee squat shape. Okay, so it's basically your figure 4 buttock stretch, incorporating balance. So the hands are light, or you'll be on the mat in your half pigeon here, piriformis stretch. So whatever feels good for you in this moment, we're here for a couple more rounds of breath. Listen to your body. This should be felt into the outer deep hip area and perhaps in that standing leg. And then whatever shape you're in, you're going to transition back into your inverted V downward dog shape. Pedal out, a little wriggle through those hips. And then we go to the other side. So remember, crossing ankle above knee. Folding into almost like a chair position. Think of poking your tailbone out behind you, and if that's too much, then you're forward with the shin bone almost parallel to the front edge of your mat as you slide the opposite leg backward. Breathe here. And whatever shape you're in, we're now going to ease out of it and find our downward dog shape once again. Kick the tailbone a bit higher. Bend your knees a little. Kick it higher even still. And now keep it high but lower your heels to the mat. Drop the armpits. And now walk your hands back toward your feet. Just hang ragdoll here. Grab a hold of the elbows. Maybe a nice little pedal out through the legs. Pressing one hip back and then the other. And from there, just soft through both knees. We're going to restack the spine, curling the tail beneath you, restacking backbone on top of backbone, all the way up. Rolling the shoulders back and down. You can stay in standing. I just lost my head there in the shot. Well done, you guys. So that was about a 20-minute movement session, and you will, over time, improve your mobility, improve your strength. Just keep these up, even these bite-sized pieces. 5 times a week is going to be so beneficial for your overall health, and especially if you're pulling in your resistance training, it is going to be absolutely vital and the best addition to what you're doing to maintain the longevity of your workouts, to avoid injuries and all of that. So, well done. Thank you so much for joining me. Leave me a comment. Love to hear your feedback, and thank you so much for being here.